Hey, Rack on Beer viewers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Got some mistaken brown ale. Some mistakes were made brown ale. Some actual homebrew this week. An actual tasting video on this is going to be coming out. It might be. I think it's going to be next week's Homebrew Wednesday. Because I've actually got some brew footage for this Homebrew Wednesday, and I edited it all up, and I don't want to wait another week to put it out. So I realized though when I edited it together, I didn't do an intro or anything. So that's kind of what this is. So I'm just here to kind of say Happy Homebrew Wednesday, and also I wanted to mention that there's going to be an International Brew Day this Saturday. Put together by the BrewTubers guys. I know SJ Poor's involved, and all the usual suspects over there from the Facebooks, and I think a lot of guys around the world are on board. And I just wanted to say that I am also going to participate. I had actually planned to brew on Saturday anyway, so absolutely perfect. I'm probably going to go, I don't know, there's no information yet about what exactly we're going to do, whether it's going to be a online meeting or whatever. But I'm going to probably do something, either join somebody's brew something, or do some kind of live thingamajig, probably around like 10 o'clock CET, Central European Time. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. Or hope to talk to people. I'm going to be brewing the Kvijkeran, the Oberon Kvijk beer this weekend. So yeah, see you there, and happy Homebrew Wednesday, and yeah, enjoy the brew day for my Hodgepodge Old Ale crazy. God, what have I made here? Cheers. All right, we are well underway in this laundry room broom day. Please excuse the mop. I need it to clean up after brew day, laundry room brew day. But yeah, I've got the Hodgepodge beer boiling now. I'm actually about to add, this is 12 grams of Chinook. I just happen to have an open package of Chinook. So, and this is a half batch, so this should be a pretty decent bittering charge. So might as well get that in there now. All right. Yeah, so this is a real Hodgepodge beer. Let's take a look. And I didn't get any footage of the mash, but I did a full no sparge. Full volume mash with around about 6 kilograms of malt for a 11 liter finished batch. And this is a mixture of Red X, Golden Promise. There's a handful of brown malt in there. There's a handful of dark crystal. And a handful of rye. I had a little bit of rye laying around, so I threw that in there. And Maris Otter makes up altogether there's around about, let's say, 6 kilograms of malt. But a lot of it is really old, the really old stuff. So it's just like small open bags that I had that I just dumped all together. And I was thinking that it was going to be red with that much Red X in, but you can see that it's I don't know if you can see real well. It's kind of a light brown. Maybe it'll develop into a bit more red after the boil. And I remember why I friggin' hate taking measurements, or why I stopped. I was curious about because I mean, if this malt wasn't ancient and I was, actually trying to get good efficiency, I was supposed to get a really big beer out of this. But, I mean, this hydrometer, I have had the worst luck with hydrometers. This thing is haunted because it gives literally readings that make no sense whatsoever. I think it's reading like 1058, and if you, I mean, just tasting the wort gives you diabetes. There's so much sugar in it. Um, I calibrated this guy with some distilled water, and it is reading. I'm not going to bother trying to get that lined up. This one's reading about 1079, and I tried it with some different distilled water and tap water and a little bit of like diluted wort, and the readings, I trust that a little bit more. So we're looking at. I'm guessing we're gonna get like a 10. Well, what I did was I had some DME, light DME that had kind of all clumped together. So what I did is I just dumped a bunch of chunks of that in there. So I'm guessing what it is right now is probably somewhere around 1080 something, 1082 maybe. And I'm guessing that I'll get at the end, because the grain farther doesn't boil that much off, I'll get probably 1083, 1084 out of this, which is fine. I was going for something between 7 and 8%, so I'll be happy with that. And yeah, so I just got to start a timer. Well, I have a timer running. I just gotta wait for the boil. I'm gonna look at some other hops that I might throw in. And I have no idea what this is gonna turn out looking like or tasting like or anything, because it is the Hodgepodge. So we'll be back. All right, we're back. I am slightly worrying that we kept kind of losing a boil a little bit. Not sure if that's due to my super awesome electrician job, but anyway, it's we are killing it. And this is Ancient Centennial. This is 80 grams of Ancient Centennial that I think is mad years old. It's been in the back of the freezer for, I don't know, since the last century at least. And then there is another 10 grams or so of Chinook in there, and I found some leaf hops, which are Phoenix leaf hops, which are also from the age of sail. So we're just gonna put that in there as a flame out addition. No idea what that's gonna do. I'm gonna get the chiller on. We're gonna go straight in and then pour the yeast, and then we're gonna finally let this monster rest. Hello. Just as a short aside on this video, we're gonna talk about the yeast that I'm gonna use, and I have my cat assistant here. If you can't see, she will not leave me alone while I'm trying to record this, so we're just gonna do the best we can. So I had this in the fridge laying around, and this is from Wicklow Hops Company, and this is the Lagartha fake yeast. And this, I bought this in the summer, and it actually expired the 6th of December 2019. So it's more than 3 months out of date. So what I did is I threw it into a starter, and it actually took a little while to take off, but it did finally take off, and it smelled all right. And now it's been just kind of sitting. So I thought that we would. Here it is. Here's the nice cake on the bottom. It completely cleared out. It completely ate through this starter. So I thought I'd just give it a kind of a smell here. I have no idea. There isn't a lot of information on this strain on their website or online or on like Milk the Funk. So thought I'd just give it a little smell before we get it in. If I can get the tinfoil off. That's interesting. Yeah, gives there's a lot of there's actually some fruit in there and some orange that I like, an orangey type smell that I actually that I usually get from like Voss. It's like a like a fake smell. And this one is supposed to be actually more clean. The flavor profile is that it's clean. I think that's what it's called, Lagertha. But with just a touch of funk in the background is what it's supposed to be. So this should be a really cool yeast for my purposes. But yeah, all right. Well, back to brew day. All right. Well, there it is, and in the bucket, and there's actually it was getting a little too full, so I took this as it's quite a gravity sample, but I mean, it's actually it's I mean, it's filled all the way up to here. So I think I'm gonna before too long I'm gonna change this airlock out for a blow off, because I'm guessing that it's gonna go crazy in here, because it's a pretty decent gravity wort, and it's fake yeast, and it was from a starter, so should be pretty crazy. I'm also going to put it somewhere a little warmer. So yeah, I'll probably put a blow off on it, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And we got to about red. I mean, it's kind of reddish. Red was what I was going for, but it's kind of brownish red. We'll see what it looks like after it ferments. Let's flip the camera around and maybe give it a little taste. All right, trying to get a good angle without there's glare coming in from the. I'm in a kind of an awkward position down here. All right, so there it is. Looks if I hold it up into the light, you can see it's got a strange color. It's pretty hazy right now. I put a couple of hops in there, as you saw. Ooh, that's sweet and bitter. Ooh, that's gonna be bitter. Dang, it's been a while since I've put in a decent bittering charge into a beer, and then, usually I've been stuck on that non-bitter stuff. That is a wake-up call right there. I mean, there's a lot of hop particulates in there that's adding to that, but the base product is pretty sweet, which you can feel. I can feel how sweet it is, but it's bitter from them hops. All right, that's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, stay tuned for, I don't know, more. As a small aside, I am. Oh, there's a cat. All right. Well, I guess the cat's gonna get some. Cat, come on.